ready to rock and roll? Are we ready to rock and roll? One more time! Oh my God! Our fundamental focus is delivering on breakthrough performance. And what does that mean? Many of you have heard me talk about the I conversation. Me as Chico, even Mr. Boardman, for as great as he is as our leader, CPO, can't require any of us to change. If you look at the mission and you look at the vision, if you were to draw a double-edged arrow, one arrow pointing up and one arrow going down, and right in the middle, I would put talent, or our people, inserted in there. That's the bond. Our people are the glue that take our vision and deliver the mission. It's people. And so I ask you coming in here today to have an I conversation with yourself. And if there's a way that you can find in your heart to be all in if you are not there, I ask you to look for that, because I need your help and AMTRAK needs your help. And our human capital team needs each other's help.
It's good, Barry, to see the kind of passion that you have and your staff has that really gets up here and talks about what needs to be done for us as a company. And us as a company is about you as the people in this company to deliver what we need to deliver for our customers that are out there that need mobility. We need to move America where it wants to go, and that's our vision in our newest strategic plan. In our newest strategic plan, we know what our strategies are. We know, most importantly, what we need to do.
So why ISO? That's an interesting question, because I would turn it around. Why not ISO? A lot of organizations that are considered leading organizations have ISO or some similar type of management structure. And for us at AMTRAK, I think it benefits us in several ways. The first thing is HC, we want to be in the game. We want to help transform AMTRAK.
One of the objectives that we have is time to fill, a very important objective as it relates to our policies and procedures. If you look at our process, it was very long, and what the ISO has done is made it not only uniform and consistent, but it's narrowed down what is important and not. And that has made a huge difference in our time to fill.
Again, I think ISO, and one of the great things it's doing for us is it's just keeping process improvement on our radar screen every single day. One of the things that I think we really need to focus on within the Employee Service Center, and I would venture to say throughout Human Capital, is to make process improvement part of our everyday lives and not something that is extra or we'll do when we have time. Because if you leave it there, you'll always push it to the end of the line.
So if you look at some of the findings from the OIG report, there are a lot of different ways we could go about addressing some of the concerns that were in the report, things in terms of lack of process or lack of oversight. We reviewed, the ISO process with the OIG, and they agreed that, if we could do the things set out in the standard and pass this independent third-party audit, they'd be very comfortable knowing that we're heading in the right direction.
ISO certification actually gave us the time to look at the way we were reviewing physical exams. We wanted to make sure that we were standardizing them and getting them into a database that we all would have access to in the department. We've been able to do that, and I think it's helped us move the process along more swiftly than we had before.
ISO is a great way to improve our KPI scores. For example, if you look at the objective that we set in the Employee Call Support Center, we started out with a goal to achieve answering 80% of all calls coming into the ESC in 20 seconds. But at the beginning of the year, we were only answering 59% of the calls in 20 seconds. By June, we'd achieved 82% of all incoming calls being answered in 20 seconds. The employees were applauded for doing that. It was a team effort. It was a collaborative effort between both management and the employees, where they constantly looked day in and day out for ways that they could improve their service.
I think it allows us to look at the quality of our work and see areas of improvement. It also enables me to give feedback to the team on things that they're doing well, and then what ways can we still, I think with ISO it's always constant improvement, and we're looking to how can we do it better. So I think that kind of laid out the framework for that. And right now I think we're at like a 98% on quality. So I think it's definitely proven to be effective.
So I think that it definitely aligns with the financial excellence strategic goal, because what it allows for us, we're dealing with so much sensitive data in human capital. A lot of times we're at risk. And so I think that ISO, because it makes sure that we are following consistent processes and procedures, it makes sure that we're not overpaying employees. It makes sure that we're not processing leads incorrectly that could open up litigation against the company. It makes sure that any information we're sharing from a records management perspective is being given to the right recipient, and that we're not inadvertently giving out information to the wrong party who could then have a litigation against us. So I do think that it definitely aligns us with the corporate strategic goal of financial excellence, because we're looking at how we're doing things, and it reduces the opportunity for rework and errors to be made. I would just encourage all of us as human capital professionals to really embody what ISO stands for, which is really at the core continuous improvement, and you should be looking to improve not just your services, not just your quality of work, but then also yourself as a professional each day. If we're challenging ourselves professionally, it'll naturally be shown in our work.
I'm just share with the group what you wrote on your board.
More sleep.
And then the other side of the board, just some inspiration on what you think is going to happen once you break through, for some motivation. The next, oh, so you guys. Right hand, okay. So stick your left leg out.
Shake it all about.